Hey guys, how you doing? Jurassic Jeremy James here, bringing you a brand new episode review of Terra Nova, Episode 5. Now, last week's episode compared to this one was crap. You could basically miss last week's episode and skip right to this week's. But it was a pretty good episode, so I'll tell you what it was about. Basically, the colonists found a runaway Sixer girl named Leah. She was an orphan. And since she's a Sixer, they obviously suspect her of being some sort of a spy or a criminal. Taylor takes her in and gives her a home with the Shannons, you know. He's not like the kind of guy who throws her right into a jail cell as other captains would have. But then again, it's probably since she was a little kid that he didn't do it. I don't know if you could throw a kid into solitary confinement, but anyway. Taylor was trying to figure out who was the spy who is feeding Myra the information, so they're going around questioning everybody, like the doctor and some other scientists. They don't know yet that it's the bartender guy. I mean, who you at least suspect the bartender guy, right? But they don't know yet, and hopefully they'll be able to see soon who the spy is, and bring him to justice or throw him out in the woods with the dinosaurs. So she's getting used to her new home, and then eventually Myra comes in to try to take her back, to try to spark a bargain, because one of Taylor's soldiers was captured trying to find Leah's bag that she dropped in the woods. And Taylor is badass at this point. You do not bargain with Taylor. He makes the rules around here. He strikes a deal in his favor, so you can't get past Taylor. And he even said, if you threaten us again, we're going to war. Which is, I don't know, it's pretty cool storyline-wise, but it's defeating the purpose of why they're going back in time to begin with. They're looking for a second chance in rebuilding humanity. And if they're already thinking about going to war with each other before humans have even evolved, I don't know. What's in it for the humans now? Taylor gets his soldier back, and Leah decides she doesn't want to go back with Myra. But it turns out that it was all set up. Basically, Leah was an infiltrator of Terra Nova, and she stole something from one of the homes that used to be Myra's old home. It looked like something you'd find in an Indiana Jones movie. I don't know. It was a colorful like smushed egg or something, like a box that you gotta open up, but they can't figure out how to open it. And I don't know what it is. Maybe there's some sort of energy source inside there or something. I don't know. Leah says that she had to give Myra the box, otherwise they'd hurt her brother. Jim goes to find Leah, who ran away, and turns out he gets captured by the Sixers. So this was where it got cool, because you finally get to see where the Sixers hide out. And it turns out they're a bunch of drifters. They go from camp to camp to camp in the trees. So that's why Taylor had a hard time finding them. Myra basically lets Jim go. I was about to say Jack. I've been watching too much Lost. But Jim learns that Myra has a kid back in the future that she wants to see again. And I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But at the end of the episode, everyone's all happy. Leah comes home with her brother, who was fine all along, and everyone's all, And who can forget the soldier Reynolds romantically showing up on Maddie's doorstep, asking her very so subtly for a date. Miss, I would like to escort and accompany you to a location of a romantic interest in which we can delve deep into our emotions and share our feelings for each other. Will you comply? You mean you want to go on a date? Yes, ma'am. It was funny the way he asked. But it was a good episode this week. As I said, way better than last week's. Hopefully next week's will be a lot better in terms of story, because this episode here is sort of, I think, building up to a bigger and better story. But yeah, I wish we could have seen a little bit more dinosaurs, though. That's just me, though. I mean, the Velociraptor-like dinosaur that nearly kidnapped. What the hell am I saying? That nearly killed Jack was pretty cool. It looked a lot like a Velociraptor because it had the feathers on the arms and the feathers on the head. It was pretty cool. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Everybody have a good night, and Sky